dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Oh yeah, tonight I'm stepping. Och så det leads. Lidarna, ni måste vara exakta på night. 1, 2, 3, tonight I'm. Så jag tror att ni är lite oroliga för jag sa att ni fick inte hugga den för tid. Så nu är det nästan ett träd senare, vilket är lite svårt för basarna hinna komma in. Så då blir det the big day will be. Oh yeah, tonight I'm stepping. Ja, så vi kan ta från is for sure, not for maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's for sure, not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Oh yeah, tonight I'm stepping, don't get
And it's also like this. I will only direct the pickup of the lead, and the bassist and everybody else has to know when they're getting it. So you have to, you know, as you hear the lead, or right before you know you will hear the lead, that's when you're going. Can I say something about music here?
Of course.
So this is, it's pretty challenging thing because it's like, it's for sure, not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I'm on this because the big day is like written like up and down. And the down movement there is very easy that you sort of, you lose interest, or it's like you, I say this. But
Please,
you know what I was saying?
I think I know.
Yeah. Så det finns en musikalisk svårighet med det där. Därför att man tänker såhär, oh the big day will be tonight, but I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Det går jag med, det skriver så. Och det betyder att vi måste bara, and I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day may be tonight, but the big. Så man måste hålla det till uppe även om musiken går ner. Där måste man ännu mer energi. För det går som ner och då blir det som att annars är det väldigt sorgligt att man har någonting hemskt håller på att hända.
Terrible. It's going down. When is it going back up?
So keep that in mind as you're singing that. So keep it happy, although you are descending. Även om ni går ner så måste det vara glatt.
The showmanship's going to be happy, so they'll have no problem.
So it's for it's for sure. Sure. 1, 2, 3.
It's for sure, not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Oh yeah, tonight I'm stepping, don't get it when I
And can we get that last chord really with a good vocal production? No. With a lot of resonance. Can we put this in? Can we just make a beautiful, beautiful resonant through the chord? I'm missing some parts. Oh. Just keep that in mind. So keep a good vocal production. I think we're ready to go.
So we have to, if we're going to start there, if we're going to start with it's for sure, now we've got to go back to, you remember where you are?
Can I just raise them?
I hope so.
Så när vi sjöng nu, jag vet inte om ni själv märker till, men jag tycker det var en stor skillnad på den här nedgången, att den var inte lika sorgsen längre. Det var mycket bra gjort, det kan jag säga.
Can we start on I'm so in right? Is that, would that work?
I'm so in right. Ska vi prova att starta på I'm so in right? Se.
I'm so in right.
through that section where the big day, we've come back to Christina on May the 2-9. But then I hear a bass pickup on and on.
And I'm all dressed up tonight.
On that bass pickup, I just want the front row, all of you, to take one step forward. And that's right, all of you take one step forward. And then we hear, and I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause on the rest after 'cause, I want the front row to split so that the A's take one more step forward, but the B's take a step in place. And at the same time, on the rest after 'cause, on the risers, you will all take one step to the outside. Okay? That's right. It's on the rest. But there will not be a big hole in the middle.
That's a small step.
Just a small step. I don't want a hole in the middle this time. Just a small enough step to just make you look a little bit bigger than you already were. Okay? So that's the first thing we're going to do. Let's sing it.
It's for sure. And I'm so, do you want to do
I'm so right.
I'm so in right, yeah.
Oh.
Oh
music on that line, but making sure you're watching your director. So it's right after the coast. And then you just let it groove. Remember how when we did this before, you kind of buddied up a little bit. You don't go into girlfriend groups, but you're allowed to interact just a little bit with people around you during this session. The same is true here. And I want to go backwards a little bit and have you think about what you're saying. Right after you know, we know that we are right. I'm so in right. And then we celebrate by woohooing that we're in right. And then, what do you say after that? It's for sure. When you walk, it's for sure, not for maybe. You have to walk. I know it's a little challenging on risers, but let's start working at that walk, having more confidence, because what you're saying at the same time is it's for sure. Just in case if I haven't made this clear, I'm so in right. Yes, I am! It's for sure not. Do you see? Don't let that line lose character because you're doing something challenging by walking. Okay, so here we go. I'm so, oh. I'm so in right. Woo! It's for sure, not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be, oh yeah. And will you remember that we're saying will? The big day will be. You have to emphasize that, just each of you with your own personality. The big day will be, oh yeah. That's kind of connected to the oh yeah, right?
And that, oh yeah, tonight. Även om man går ner på den här, vem ska komma och säga saker till tonight?
I think that where... Are you okay? You're sure? Yep. A little stumble. Listen, ladies, from this point where we're starting on I'm so in right, back into the tempo. We need, look, it's very challenging. We just have to do it over and over and over and over. But this is where we need connection in the sound from this moment forward, okay? Do you know what I mean? We've got to just hand off things, you know? After the woohooing, you're sure, it's for sure, not for maybe. What is for sure, not for maybe? The big day may be tonight, and you see that you just keep handing them. These are all handoffs. These are all, every thought is connected to the last one. So you've got to keep it going. Keep it going. Keep the story going. Oh. I'm so in right. It's for sure, not for maybe. What? The big day may be tonight. And I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be, oh yeah. Now, I'm stepping, really go getting, and then on it's just a short little groove. I'm stepping, really go getting, with my, you are walking back to your girlfriend group. on with my, you're landing on babe. Front row, you are taking 2 steps towards each other or towards the direction you're going. You're going to end up now in the same configuration as the very first one. Ooh, he's a wow. Do you remember? On babe. With my babe, you're coming to that one grouping here on babe. Good luck with that. Okay, I'll just leave that to you.
And we can even say that, that for the front row, it's like, you know, it's 4 beats on babe. And
Yes.
They're like in 3. So.
Yes, with my babe. That's right.
Babe.
You've got time to get there.
Yeah.
You will. You'll see in a minute.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the same place as in the beginning for each individual.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. Yeah. So, again.
Didn't we come from this position in the beginning? No, I wasn't back. I thought you were in the same position. I thought I just split the rows. The rows are split differently, aren't they? Go back. On the, when I just said the basses, pick up and dime, we're going to split this the same way we did the beginning of the song. So A's came out and then B's came through. Is that right? I'm sorry, I lost. So you need to be in the same position. So A's step out on and I'm, and B's come through them on the rest before. After cause, or before cause, or somewhere around cause.
And
There's the
we
rest.
switched, right?
And switch.
Yeah.
That,
Where the second beat where A's went out, B's is going to that, right? Or the-
Yeah.
yeah, when we did the beginning, did we have A's out and B's through them? Same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So rearrange that a
You
little
do
bit.
what? I'm sewing right. Oh.
Hey, look, this is not lovely, 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 lovely. I'm so strong, straight arm. I'm so in. Yes, I am. Woman, hear me roar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, I've been meaning to tell her she needs to be, and always a bit more in front of them. They're trying to stay behind you, and
Yeah, it's
they're,
easy when they come out.
every time they see you, they try to stay behind you, and they're practically sitting on the riser. But they wanted to be good and stay behind you like I told them.
Yes. I'm so. Oh.
I'm so
Next. Rubbish.
I'm so in right. It's for sure not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I'm all dressed up tonight. 'Cause the big day will be. Oh yeah. I'm stepping with no getting with my
That was a lovely tap music. Okay, I did warn them. Okay, listen, because this is, yes, you were right. It's really on with my babe. With my babe that you get to that position. One tiny difference. You're going to leave a little space because I've asked Christina to walk into the middle of you. Okay, do you see what I mean? So, so those of you who went to the floor, you're still going to the floor, and a couple of others may have to as well. But it's just opened up a little bit. It's a grouping around her, but it's opened up a little bit more. So I'll show you. I'll show you in a minute. Just leave a space for her to come in.
You want the spinning one?
Yes.
In the beginning?
Yes. Exactly how you got there the first time. Okay. This is the exact same first move you had. This should be exactly the same as the first time. Okay.
I'm so. Oh.
I'm so in right. It's for sure not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Oh yeah. To the sunset, here we go again.
So I'm just going to adjust you a little bit so that you know what's happening. So, you were going down with her, right? Okay, were you going down, right? Will you go down? Were you going down? Okay, will you go down? Thank you. So the two of you, would you like to be in this window? Between the two of them, would you like to be in this window? Yes. Okay, now where do I have the rest of you on the floor? You're in the window. Mirror each other. And then let's have the four of you be 1, 2, 3, yeah, in that. So it is restructured a little bit differently. Sorry, so that I can fit her inside. Inside. So go out the furthest, go out the furthest. There we are. Okay, so I want to make sure the chorus can see her, right? Yeah, okay.
So like he has to come down a little bit because it will be hard. I will be up here, but it's still maybe a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we might have all of the front row just lunge. Give me a lunge. No, you guys drop down. Sorry, 4 dropping down and everybody else lunging. You 4 have to drop down.
Okay.
And the others lunging. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just split them. Sorry. Just take this. No, stay. Sorry, stay. Just come over. Come. We'll just open it up a little bit more. Yeah, I need a little more backspace filled there. In the window. 1, 2, 3. In the window. 1, 2. Yeah. That'd be good. Okay, aim for that, girls. Front row when you come into this grouping. And the whole thing back closer to the risers. Just the whole thing back a little closer to the risers. So aim for that position when we get there.
Susanna ställ igen. I'm so in love. Oh.
I'm so in right. It's for sure not for maybe. The big day may be tonight. I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Oh yeah.
A's and B's. Remember at the beginning of this, the A's in particular have to take a small step, tiny step forward, because B's have to come all the way through you. So you're too far away from the risers already. Chorus, oh yeah. Remember we talked about writing the sound? So it's not this, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta keep writing that sound, otherwise we'll clip it off, right? Remember you were gonna change your angle on that too and make it a little more individual personality coming through? Yep, again.
I'm
I want you to mirror, on this side, I want you to mirror that. So, are picturing on the outside or the inside?
Outside.
Okay, so mirror and then mirror. There we are. Thank you. Chorus. Now here's what chorus in front row. Here's what happens on all. You're in your girlfriend group. Did you remember about in there? Did some of you go up to a half a row? When you went to your girlfriend group, did you put your foot up on another riser? Some of you, yes. With my babe, and so that you're moving towards your girlfriend group on with my. On the B of babe, you land. Do you remember how we did that? You land in your girlfriend group. Then on all, you will notice that some of you may have a hand free, and some of you may not have a hand free. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Okay, these hands are free. So that this hand is not free. This one is. Do you see what I mean? But if your hand is free, and if it makes sense to you, we will all on all pre-move any way that feels right to you, because this is just about the rest of the night. Okay? This is the last celebration of we cinched the deal. You remember way back to the beginning when we were just excited about having a date? Do you remember that part? And then we started practicing our moves for the date. And then we got dressed for the date. Do you remember that? And then we celebrated because we're sure now that we won him over and we're celebrating to the end of the song. This character says, move over. Anybody else, any other ladies out there, just move over. He will be mine all night. Anybody notice that you changed that word to all? All night. When I heard you change that word to all night, I knew it had a different meaning. Are you with me? So, all, on all, just show me how long you want the night to last. How long do you want the night to last? How long is your night going to last? Well, you're lucky it's going to last all night. So here we go. Let's see what happens.
Och vad där. Det är bara för tenorer, eller hur, som har den här swipen. With my babe. Så vi borde göra en puff innan vi... Förstår ni vad så här? Ja. Samma. Okay.
Here we go. Let's try to marry all these categories.
Oh, no, I'm lost the words. It's like,
I'm so
excited.
in.
Oh.
I'm so It's for sure not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be, oh yeah. I'm stepping in, don't get in with my
Yes, now let me give you just a few more directions. Good job on the floor, front row. That looks great. A few more directions, my friends. It's that move on all that she was just talking about that we physically must react to. So there you are in your girlfriend group, but you've gotta match what we feel out there. Oh, you've got to move your body when you hit it. Oh, this way the night can get longer. 9, starting lower, slower. You want it to last forever. Let's try that.
Nej, jag vågar inte säga det. I'm so right. You just want to start to get really high, Lou. So
Get high.
I'm getting high, so I'm like losing it. So okay.
I'm so It's for sure not for maybe. The big day may be tonight, and I am all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Oh yeah, tonight. I'm stepping with your getting with my
Yes. So listen, one of the tricks to a move like this, one of the things that makes this most effective, or I should say, makes your sound most effective, is learning how to start lower and move slower. You know, it's the big exciting ending and we hear this big, big, big sound and we're thinking, well, aren't I supposed to be doing more? No, not really. If you will start lower and move slower and understand that the moving slower means moving from the lower space to the tallest space. That's what's going to match your sound. So also, as we get to the outside of the risers or we get to the top of the risers, when you start low and your sound at the top of your sound ends up more out here where I told you not to go earlier today. Because now I want you to spread out as big as you can be. You see, I want the sound at the end, just at the tail end of night, to look as big as it can. So we end up really, really tall in the back, and we end up lunging slightly out on the ends. So the chorus all of a sudden is expanded. Do you see what I mean? So it has to happen during the entire word night. All night. Do you feel me ride this music? All night starts low and then slowly. And let me explain to you the actual pattern. I will. Front row, could you scoot away for a moment so that everyone can see this? Here is the pattern that makes that happen. Everyone has got to use the hydraulics and go low. Everyone. It has to start low. You've got to go low, and the trick is to keep your hands low. So everything goes low. But notice that I'm not doing this because I've destroyed the core and I can't sing. So I use my hydraulics every single day of my life, so they can stay low for a long, long, long time. But some of us have got to get this muscle in a little bit better shape because you've got to go down with good posture so the core is intact. You've got to stay here, and the hands have to stay low. All right? So, now I feel the night go right before night. Now everything is low. The next thing that happens is I keep my hands low, but I slowly start lifting my legs until I run out of legs, which is sooner than most most people. But did you see I still kept the hands low? Because then once I've run out of legs, I extend the core again, which gives me more air, and start the lifts, and then the final lunge and final lifting of the arms.
Yes.
If everything starts low and stays low until I run out of leg, the torso, the arms, just the arms. So it becomes low using the legs, lifting of the torso, which has a little bit of the arms in it, and then just the arms is all I have left to lift. I have nothing else to go. So when you take that road, you can make night last and lift in sound for as long as she wants to hold that. Look at, this is what our directors in our organization have learned. If, or should I say when, you are wringing the snot out of that cord, that's what we say in America. I know it's not very nice, but if you are wringing the snot out of that cord, her job is to hold it for 10 minutes. Right? Okay, here we go.
Stolen the car. Really go.
Yeah, we need energy there.
Yeah, we need much more energy. So just don't, if you're uncertain about whatever, if you're not perfect on the notes, don't care. Just run it through. Just run it through with energy because it has, now it's like, no, so
that's why I left you free form, because we just want it to be fun.
Drive it crazy.
Fun and energetic. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm so right. Oh,
I'm so it's for sure not for maybe. A big day maybe tonight. I'm all dressed up tonight, 'cause the big day will be. Oh yeah. I'm stepping, we go getting with my.
let me ask you tonight. And just go crazy there. See, but we can go just like the last part. And 2, 3.
I'm stepping, we go getting with
Yeah. I hear. I'm stepping, ready to go get it. I'm stepping, ready to go get it. It's like forward feeling. Try to do it more forward. Just do now. And 2, 3.
I'm stepping, we go getting with
Yes, so do you see that I see some of your arms extended all the way? You don't want to get up to the top of wherever you'd like to go until the second before she cuts you off. So try to be aware of that arm going
And,
up.
and as you say then, it's not that I'm going to hold it for 10 minutes.
10 minutes would be good.
But what I mean is that it can't, you don't know it's going to be exactly like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No.
6, 7. No, you don't.
No.
So you always need to have some still left. Somewhere to go.
That's about the ringing of the cord and the control and the celebration of it being all night. That's what's going to make that work.
Yeah. And I'm so in love. Hey, I'm for sure.
It's for
Nej,
sure.
nej, nej. Det var mycket bättre glid där. Much better like energy. I think it's like a fat thing, like a tunnel filled of avloppsvatten.
Of what?
Throw it. You know, like
take it a little higher, and it's not until that very, very end that the arms take over. Otherwise, it's just an arm movement that ends up out, hanging out by itself and not helping make it a more exciting night, okay? I realize that at this time of the day, and as hard as we work today, you probably are not really interested in doing it all night. I get that. There's a lot of acting going on up here, and that is perfectly fine with me. I'm not in the mood either. But you get the idea of how our story needs to end, don't you? And it's just been a long day of, you know, being excited about this guy. I'm kind of done with him. I don't know about you. But, so, can we do this tag one more time, and then let's back up a little?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight. 1, 2, 3.
When we have a song that is this exciting and this busy, I'd like it if you released us faster with more energy. Okay?
Yeah.
So when we get up to the top of night, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we add that? Can we make, and let's practice, let's make sure that's part of it every time we do it.
Så det betyder att ni slår av.
Yes, we're coming right down because that's how it feels to the
Det
audience.
är with energy.
With energy, and then like, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, don't you wish you were me? You know, that's how, then you don't stand still. After that, the story is not over, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to There'll Be Smooth Sailing to the end of the song. There's that.
Ja, men då får du stå där nu, Alexandra. Där. Du får ta de där platserna. Så får ni, ja. Och så får du gå in där. Så gör vi så nu. Baby smooth. Ja. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Smooth sailing 'cause I'm dreaming my stay. My suit and my top hat and my chain.
Her tails. Her tails. And so somehow, while you're woohooing, even though you're moving, she's getting as close as she can. Try to look for Christina for 1 second, just to get the I'm, just to get that first step or that first direction, and then you don't have to stare at her. You can be more careful about walking in until you turn on May. Front row, don't forget we're turning back to the audience on May with the chorus on maybe. But I don't see how we can get that together unless we have some direction, unless we see her, okay? Same spot. They'll be soon. That was what I was thinking. Okay, from smooth sailing, trying to pay closer attention to that one spot. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
It's smooth sailing 'cause I'm dreaming my sails, yeah, yeah. White suit and my top hat and her tails. You see, I'm stepping out with my baby. I can't go wrong, I mean right. It's for sure, it's not for maybe. The big day may be tonight. Ah, he's a wow. Oh my, listen now. If I seem to celebrate, it's because I got a date with a guy that's really great. Oh my, I can hardly wait. Tonight I'm gonna be stepping out with my baby. Listen, I can't go wrong. I'm so in right. Woo! It's for sure not for maybe.
Yes. Yes. You saw what happened. We have to somehow be able to pay attention to her just for that moment, okay? Now, this is what I want you to know about the rest of the day. I'm going to ask you to breathe. Just take a little bit of thought at what you've achieved today. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I want you to think about what we talked about earlier about how we haven't just delivered a visual plan this weekend. We've married almost through the entire song all aspects of the barbershop style, which is what makes this song so exciting. We have characters, we have a story, we have expression in so many places, we have sound that we're getting more forward every time and getting through ends of phrases together. We're really highlighting some pretty awesome and challenging tempos. You're doing it all. You are really working at doing it all, which is why you are exhausted. I mean, look, everyone knows an all-day rehearsal is exhausting. But when you are using this much physical energy and brain power, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to ask you to go from the beginning all the way to the end just one time. Just one time. Can you do it? Have you got the energy you need? You got it. Give it to each other. Come on. Okay. us a little bit about your experience. How did this feel to you? Tell them.
Fantastic and sweaty.
Fantastic, absolutely. Sweaty for obvious reasons. And what about what you feel that you've accomplished? Do you tell us on yes?
I'm in the last second here, but I feel when you get this choreo, you get a better opportunity to put in the character. So it's easier to like flirt with the audience and use all those other things, the emotions and so on.
Do we have choreo in this? And we actually do have a little choreography too. To be fair, we do. But that's why you liked it. That's why you enjoyed the flirting with the audience and all of that through Christina, right? There's only a couple of places we've played to the audience. But because it's so much more about the story and who we are and how we feel in the character, no doubt about it. Is everybody getting that message? Are you getting that message? Because I know how this feels sometimes, and that's why I'm trying to help you identify how you feel about this. Some people aren't sure how they feel about it, and we've been programmed. We've been programmed, and we've been allowed to ask, but where does my hand go, Lynn? And if you notice, there were very few times that I asked you to not go higher than the shoulders, just because I wanted Christina to be seen and be in charge of the music at that point when it's so important. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even probably structured that. Do you know what I mean? There's a few things. I did ask you to give me this pattern, not that pattern or something else. Do you see? So there are times that, we have to give you a little bit of clarity, but I think that we've done that pretty much in the song. Do you?
Yeah.
And so I'd like to ask you to try to retrain yourself and your thought pattern. I try as often as possible to not use the word choreography. You probably know this. As often as possible. I don't even like having a choreography team. I like having a showmanship team or a visual team. I think it's just about retraining my mindset. Do you know what I mean? And so will you work to try and retrain yours and stop yourself from asking those kind of questions? The answer to that question is, well, who is my character right now? And what is she doing? What is she thinking? What is she saying? That will tell me where my hand is. Not a choreography move. So we all have to work to rethink this because it's, as I said, I think it's just a different mindset. The approach being that we're trying very hard to put the entire focus of the plan on showmanship rather than the entire focus on choreography. That's all. We're just trying to change we're doing both. They're both valuable. They're both fantastic. Someone would look at this and if you told them we're not doing choreography, we're not doing any choreography, and then they saw this, they're like, is she nuts? Has she lost it? Do you know what I mean? When people first meet me and they know how much I talk about and focus on the showmanship, they're thinking they're not going to get a choreography plan. I love choreography. I just think there are different styles of choreography, and there are times when more theatrical is more effective than clone-like, and there's times that clone-like is more effective than theatrical, and I think that a balance of both is much more entertaining. It's just a word, choreography, but I think you've developed great characters. You know, character or characterization is the last skill that was written on the score sheet. This is a big deal. they had to throw out a ton of score sheets so that when they add a skill or change a skill on a judge's score sheet, it has to be pretty important, right? And the last two skills in the showmanship category they added was posture and characterization. Posture. Why am I talking about the lake so much? Because you're less likely to do that. You see, they want core singing and core movement. And so it wasn't on there before. Isn't that interesting? And so, yeah, I was lucky enough, very, very blessed to get to meet the woman. Her name is Joni Bescos. We lost her a couple of years back, who wrote on her own by herself all 4 categories. All 4 by herself. Many, many years ago. I was not a Sweet Adeline then, but she was an ongoing coach of my chorus and a good friend of my chorus. And she's the person who got me into the international faculty and thought I belonged there. And we talked a lot about the showmanship category. And she told me that they did think about, is this called the choreography category? I mean, of course they thought about that, they pondered that thought, but they even knew from the start that that was not the goal. They didn't want to see choruses performing a bunch of choreography. But did you notice that we didn't get that message through the years? You know, I think it's only been in the last 10 years that we're finally getting the message. And that it's the showmanship category, not the choreography category. I also like to share with you this, only because we're working on a contest song, but believe me, I so believe in entertaining an audience that that's your goal. When that's your goal, you do score a lot of points. When that's your goal, and I do believe, because so many judges are my friends. They're just friends. They're just people. They want to be moved. They want to be entertained. They want to put down their pencils. They want to feel what you want your audience to feel. That's all they want. They're just people. They're just like us. We go out to lunch and we go to the bathroom. Do you know what I mean? And so, one of the last things I want to share with you, because it's a contest vehicle, is that there are 3 skills, 3, that show up on all 4 categories. 3, on every category. Sound, music, showmanship, and expression, 3. So if these 3 show up on all 4 categories, they must be kind of important. Should we know what they are?
Yes.
Yeah. Because you've accomplished all of them today. The first one is energy. The second one is unity. Unity. And the third one is vocal skills. Now, unity, I'll just elaborate a pinch on. So you're saying to yourself, how can I do all this theatrical choreography, kind of do my own thing, and still have a strong unit with my chorus? And we were just talking about this at lunch with a few of us sitting around the lunch table, and it's very easy explained to you. If while you're acting, while you're excited, clearly excited about having this date, and how you show us that excitement, and you show us that excitement, and you show us that excitement, each and every one of you will not look exactly the same because we're different people, but we are. The message is loud and clear that we're all excited. We will have unity. If someone is not excited and someone is flirting, there won't be unity. Do you see what I mean? When we get to the dance moves, and if you're showing off your dance moves with a little bit of your personality and it looks a little bit different than anybody else's, we will have unit as long as the message comes through loud and clear that we are of showing off our dance moves. So unity we have been confused about. We thought unity meant matched movement. It means matched storytelling, matched characters, and matched emotions. That's what unity means. So now can you just take a look at what you did this weekend? Did we have energy from the beginning to the end of the entire weekend? Yes. All you're a woohoo. How are our vocal skills?
Good.
How are our vocal skills, Manic Director?
It's good.
We know we have a place to go. The song is brand new. But
Yeah.
come on. Pretty darn good, don't you think, when you consider about all the things we've layered on to this song? And then what about our unity?
Yeah. Yes.
How are you feeling about that? I think we've done a great job of it, of telling the same story and being sure that we've defined it. And so, my friends, this is, you should be on my learning video for What is Great Showmanship. Aww. Thank you.
We will go home and we will eat palt. So
Isn't that pork and potato thing?
yes. We're not in a coma due to other things.
There's actually an expression called palt coma, which is like you get so full and then you get so tired. So we would be like
We did that last night
Yeah.
with moose meatballs.
Yeah. And now we're doing palt coma when we come home.
I'm looking forward to it.
But before we do today, we need to take a photo. So
Yes.
please come together. Yes.
And I love that we're not saying goodbye. I'll see you on Tuesday. And some of you on Monday. Where are we going? We're going out there. Okay. Where are you coming? Where are you going?